everybody, what's up? It's Kicking It with Kay. So glad you joined me again, and today we have a new video, of course, because it's Thursday, and I thought I would tell you how I deal with anxiety, how my anxiety came along. I know people that deal with anxiety. I've dealt with anxiety myself, and maybe this will help you out with your anxiety and kind of explain how I deal with it. So, let's get on into the video. So, I really am I've always been kind of an anxious person. I'm definitely a worrywart. I worry about everything, unfortunately, and I wish I didn't, but I just do. That's just who I am as a human being. So, I've worried about all my life about everything little bit. Like, I was one of those, I had to have things done at a certain time. I still have to. I have to be like 30 minutes early to every place I go. It literally gives me anxiety if I'm late to anything. So I feel like my anxiety got worse after my car accident, which I will have that up here. I just talked about my car accident in a video, so please go check that out. After my car accident, the guy came out and threatened me when I ran into him because there was kids in the car, and after that, as my counselor put it, my tank just overfloated, and that's when I had my anxiety. It got to the point where my anxiety hit, like, when I was driving, especially after my accident. So I'd get in a car and I would be driving and my hands would turn purple because I'm holding on the steering wheel so hard, and I'd get all freaked out if someone like passed me or if I had to stop at a certain place. Or I would literally get to the point where my mom, I'd go home on the weekends because I lived about 2 hours away from where my parents were when I was going to college, and she would have to come outside and rip my hands off the steering wheel because my hands were glued to the steering wheel, like I could not let it go. And I had to sit there for like 2 hours and like stop having a panic attack, stop freaking out. It was okay, like it was all good. I was just fine. I was in the house, and it was terrifying because I was like, what's going on? Well, this lasts for, oh my goodness, 6 or 7 months. I graduated college and I came back here and it was still pretty bad. So I ended up going to go see a counselor, and the counselor and me talked, and of course, if you've ever seen a counselor, they're going to tell you that yes, you had a car accident, you have anxiety from that, that's what's causing it, but it's also all the other stuff that you're building up that you haven't dealt with in the past. And there was some stuff I had dealt with in the past that I had not gotten over. I was like, oh, I was in a relationship for 4.5 years, and it was on and off and not very good, and I hadn't dealt with any of that, and I hadn't dealt with some stuff that went off at my old college. I didn't deal with all of this stuff that I was needing to, so I just kept pushing it down, like, oh no, I'm fine. Oh no, I'm fine. It's okay. Everything's gonna be okay. I'm still happy, Kaylee. I'm still happy, Kaylee. And when I had my car accident, all the stuff I stuffed down, when I had my car accident, it just exploded, and my body went into total shock, just scaredness. I had social anxiety, going out and like seeing people or hanging out with people, like it freaked me out. Anywhere about driving my car anywhere freaked me out. Going on campus kind of freaked me out. Like, certain things just freaked me out after that. So me and my counselor sat there and talked forever, and we went through every stage of my life, and we had to go through why I felt the way I felt. And I had all right to feel the way I was feeling. And you're like, wow, you're tiptoeing around everything. Well, I don't really want to go into specifics of like what happened in my life, because there's just certain things that just need to stay personal in your life, right? So, yeah. I went and saw her. She did not say, I had PTSD or anything. She just said that we needed to go through step by step. So she would tell me some techniques. Maybe this might help you with your anxiety attacks. So she used to tell me, she goes, okay, say stuff slow. Go, it's going to be okay. And that was one of the things I would do, and I would just keep repeating that to myself very slowly to the point where my heart would stop racing and I'd stop sweating and I'd stop having a panic attack. Because that's exactly what I was having. I was having a panic attack. Another thing is, she says, find something grounded. If you need to get outside, put your feet on the ground, remind yourself of good things. Of course, she was like, remind yourself of good things while you're driving. She gave me some coping mechanisms to help me through my attacks. But as the time went on and I was going through each thing and I was actually dealing with that pain that I had in the past, I felt like my driving was getting 10 times better. So we would deal with one thing, get over that, and I'm like, wow, like I feel better. And we would get on the other thing, we'd get over that. Wow, I needed to talk about that. Which it's not that I hadn't talked about it in the past. Like I told people certain things had happened, but I physically had not dealt with that pain. I was like, you know what? It's all good. It's whatever. I'm not going to worry about it. I'm just going to stuff it in a box. Not deal with the pain right on when I should have. Like, I should have gone through those coping. I shouldn't have just jumped into the next thing and been like, it's okay. Everything's fine. I'll be okay. No, that's not how that plays out. Yeah, just know that, and I feel like this video is all over the place again. I feel like I'm always all over the place as soon as I want to talk about something that kind of freaks me out. But I do want to let you know that I still have panic attacks today. I stopped having like major panic attacks almost 4 years ago now. I still have panic attacks. I still have anxiety about certain things, but it's definitely not as bad. And one thing I have learned is not to compress everything down, because you have to deal with them head on, or I'm just going to explode again and I'm going to have more panic attacks. And my body physically can't handle that because I had lost a lot of weight. I was scared of everything. I was scared to literally just go outside and do normal things. But anyways, hopefully y'all enjoyed this video. Please give it a like if you do. Subscribe for more content. And if y'all do have anxiety and you do need someone to talk to, please DM me. My Instagram is kickingitwithk13. I have totally been there. I understand, and I'm here to help you, even if that means just a friendly person to talk to. Thanks, guys.